Everybody, welcome back. For today's Talking to the Camera, I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my Sterling ink planner. I originally started planning probably 15 years ago, bullet journal style. I was bullet journaling before the books came out, before it was really a thing. And then I went to a Hobonichi, and now I'm in a Sterling ink. And we are going to plan week 32, which is the week of August 4th to 10th. Sterling ink goes from Monday to Sunday, and that is how I like to plan my week, so it works out perfectly for me. The first thing I like to do is choose a washi tape, and sometimes I'll just choose pretty colors that I like. This week I chose a shopping washi because it is the Coffee Monster Co. quarter century sale this weekend. So shopping washi tape seemed reasonable. I usually line this up with 10 o'clock approximately, and then use a ruler to cut it off and go right in right at 10 o'clock again. I'm not overly fussy with this. If I cut off part of an emoji, or if it's not exactly at 10 o'clock, that's all fine. I usually don't plan anything after 10 o'clock. I may still be doing things after 10, but I'm usually not planning to start something new after 10. This week also, I don't have a lot going on Monday, so I'm going to use the sticker in the corner here. And this is just a random sticker from a package I got from Amazon. So it's not a particular shop or anything, but I like it. And we'll stick that in right there. And it came over a little bit, which is fine. I'm going to take some scissors and just cut that little excess off. There we go. And that is the beginning of the layout. Now I like to box off my work time. I don't do an awful lot during the work time, so I usually will use my least favorite color. So I've selected these three to go with this washi. I have a Tombow 723. This is $9.91, and let's see which one this is. This is $9.93 here. And so the brown is going to be kind of the most boring of those colors, so I will use the brown and just mark out my work week. So I start work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I end at 4. Every once in a while I'll go a little bit over on work, but I usually just keep this blocked off. That way I know not to put anything in there. Or if I do, that I need to make sure I'm noting it on my work calendar. I don't look at my personal calendar on Google during the work day. I only look at my work calendar. So if I have an appointment or something during these work hours, then I need to make sure that it is on my personal calendar. So then I will write in work. And I'm not real fussy with these letters. It's something that I write every single week, so I really won't even notice it once the week starts. But work 7 to 4, and I know that's going to happen that entire block. Now I do like to note when I have a meeting. So I do have a meeting on this day, and that looks very ugly, but we're going to cover it up here in just a second. I actually will usually use a tiny icon from the Coffee Monster Co. And I do have tweezers, but I always forget to get them out. It's easy enough to just stick that in there. And write in, this is going to be meaning about the fire station. It's a project that we're working on. And also, oh, and you know what? I have just messed up. That's okay. That is what whiteout is for. Looking at my calendar and realizing that I put that on the wrong day. That is a Tuesday task. Mistakes are okay. They happen. It's not my favorite thing, but after the week is done and I don't have anything in that spot, I'll probably, the sticker's kind of done. Let's get a new one. After the week is over, I'll put a sticker over this. Right now I'm just going to white it out. I am going to get my tweezers and actually put this one in the right way now. And we'll just do that. Now, if no harm, if I end up having to write something there, I have plenty of space to do it. If not, then like I said, I'll just put a fun sticker there, something interesting looking. So this is going to be the fire station meeting. And this these 3 days we are going to be working on the fire station after this meeting. So I will write the focus is going to be the fire station. For these 3 days. So that way I know that's what I'm supposed to be working on those days. Then we've got these other 2 colors. Usually what I do is I will pick a color for my personal tasks, and then I'll pick a color for the times that I need to be in my car. If yellow is ever a part of my color scheme, it is always the color that I use for when I need to be in my car, because my car is yellow, and so that just makes sense to me. The first thing that I need to put in pink is our date night. We have a standing date night. On Tuesday, and I have a phone call with my friend Kim that happens every week. We talk for a long time, at least an hour and a half, so that can go in there. Date night, I block off this whole entire night, and then I will actually mark in where we went to dinner, what maybe we went and saw after the fact. So for example here, date night, we went to an Indian restaurant and we went to see Superman. Then on Friday we have tickets to a show at the Muni. And before the show, we always picnic. And this show is going to last until midnight. we will probably not get home until midnight. So I just kind of indicate that way sometimes. Sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling like. But we need to drive there. Also, on the side, I'm going to put a highlight here. And I'm going to highlight this week with a light color. It's always a light color. In this case, pink. And so this is, we're going to Forest Park, which is where the uni is. Now, I do have some highlights for this week. I have 2 birthdays. So we've got 1, 4, and 10. So we have one here. And we have one here. And then we need to pick our Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think I'm going to do this one right here. It's multicolored one. I think it fits best with the color scheme. I usually write our meals that we've eaten in here, just because I like to make a note of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I take this Staedler fine liner in gray. I love this for making really light lines to divide up a space, but not something that you really have to be staring at all the time. And then we will take now, because I don't use a Hobonichi, and these are designed for the Hobonichi grid, they don't exactly fit, but that's all right. We like them just fine the way they are. We need a little theater tiny icon for here. And what we are seeing is I'm not even going to try and pronounce that and get it wrong. Somebody, I'm sure, will tell me in the comments. All right. We also use a different color here for that. And we have the sale is at 11 a.m. my time. So let's do that. So we need a bunch of little icons now to kind of fill in what all we're doing here and what all these lines mean. This one is a birthday. I have 2 grandchildren with birthdays this week. So I usually just use the little balloon icons and then note their names. Then this is going to be a full moon. So we will pull out our little moon icons. even though it's just a quarter, I know that that indicates some kind of moon, so I'll write in that it's a full moon. So we've got Demi's birthday. We have Quinn's birthday. And we have the full moon. Up here, above my work time, I'm usually not planning anything, so I use this for indicating things that are all-day events or things that I want to note for that day. In this case, this week, I want to make and upload a YouTube video every day. And since this is a new habit, I'm going to put it right here so that I don't forget it, because I almost forgot last night. If you saw day 2, I didn't end up uploading it until almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So technically, I guess it was this morning. But we're going to add that in every single day, just so that that's on there. And then I've been tracking my water, or trying to, so that'll go here. And I'll just make a box for each glass of water that I drank. This is going to be meals. Now, a lot of times I will meal plan in here. So I know that Tuesday is going to be out. I don't have to worry about getting something for dinner there. And Friday is, we're going to need picnic food, whatever that happens to be. So it looks like I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably 3 meals and leftovers. There are only 2 of us here, so usually when I cook for 4. I don't know how to cook for 2 people, and we end up with leftovers. Let's see. We need to put in the sale. So I need to find a shopping icon. And looking here, I have some various shopping. In this case, I think I'm just going to go with this little one because it does not need ninja fingers. This release this weekend has a pre-order, so everybody can get every item. There's no need for ninja fingers. So we will go ahead, and this is going to be Coffee Monster's order. And I think for right now, that is all I have for this particular week. I do like to put in, if you can see here, I'll put in the weather, but I need my phone to do that, and you guys are on my phone. So I do think we're going to have a hottest day ever again Tuesday, so I might get to use a sticker for that. But this is the way the week looks so far. I will come in and fill in with things like dinner and such as things happen. Sometimes I don't. Yesterday I filled in nothing yet. I might go back and backdate that. I've been bad about tracking the water. Sometimes things just fall off towards the end of the week. And And so, you know, every week ends up being just a little bit different. But that is my week so far, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. And I will talk to you again tomorrow with something totally different.